Oh, what's going on YouTube? Jason here. Quick video. My wife damaged my tripod stand and I'm using my hands hoping that they will be steady for this watch strap change video. Alright, so I have bought metal bracelets and straps for my recently acquired Q Timex chronograph. I know people always advise to get the bracelet option because you will always come out ahead. But for the Panda dial, they only had this with the leather strap option. Alright, you can have the bracelet option if you prefer the reverse Panda look. And nothing bad about the strap. Alright, so the strap leather, at least it's 10. It was made in SB S.B Food Canning Company, Red Wing, Minnesota, USA. For those of you who are into outdoor equipment, you recognize that Red Wing, the name Red Wing is also the Red Wing that manufactures the leather boots. So that aside, I do not think Timex sells the bracelet, the straps readily on its website. I did ask the store that sold me these Timex, and I saw a few videos about how the bracelets, the straps for the A168 Casio, I think it's the world timer, they also have the same kind of flare. So I have bought 4 of them. And I will show you the wrist rolls very soon. So I have got the oyster style bracelet, sort of a 5-link bracelet. Alright, it's 5-link bracelet and a leather strap in green. So this is what I mean. This is 18mm on the inside, the lug side, and then it flares out to 22mm. I cannot be sure. So this is green, and it says genuine leather on the back. I think this is a dark blue. Alright, so I'm not sponsored. Alright, just for clarification, I'm not sponsored. I just did a simple search on AliExpress for this using Casio A168 bracelet as the keyword. Alright, I'll be back with some wrist rolls. So this is the option in black. Alright, just to give some context, I probably paid 41 Singapore dollars for the 2 metal bracelets and 2 leather straps. Alright, so I cannot remember the individual cost. So this gives you some perspective as to why this is just a normal kind of lugs. Alright, normal lugs, not the quick release lugs. Alright, not the quick release lugs that you saw on the original supply strap. I have no issues. Alright, so it fits well. At least it tapers out nicely. So on the underside it's 18mm. On the underside it's 18mm. It flares out to, I believe, 20mm. Okay, so I will just skip to the green one with a wrist roll, but not before showing the wrist roll for the black leather option. Alright, just a quick wrist roll for the black leather option. Alright, there is no signing on the buckle anyway, but the leather is soft and comfortable on the wrist. Alright, so this is the leather strap that is in green. Alright, so I did some measurements off screen and I realized that for the straps that I bought, it was 18 on the inside, 20 on the outside. But for the original supplied strap, it is 18 on the inside and 22 on the outside. So that's something you should take note. Alright, so don't follow my mistake. Alright, do you think there's something off? Does it look a bit too slim for the watch head? I don't think it's discernible from far, but at least if you do a one-to-one comparison with the original strap, then yes, it looks a bit thin. Alright, it looks a bit thin. Okay, just place 2 of them side by side and you can see what I mean in terms of differences. Alright, so the one that is supplied is a bit thicker. It's a bit thicker. So on to the bracelets. Alright, so these are the bracelet. This is an oyster style bracelet, and this is the 5-link option. And what catches my eye is that it's actually folded links, right? The links are all folded links, so it is a cost cutting measure. And the end link is also hollow, right? So this explains its price. Hollow end links and folded links, but bear in mind this is meant to be used on Casios, which cost no more than 50 Singapore dollars. Alright, so it is a relative cost cutting measures to keep it affordable for the intended target. So let me just put it on the Q Timex and do a few wrist rolls, starting with the oyster style bracelet. Alright, so after some fiddling, I have got it on the oyster style bracelet. Alright, so just to be clear, the catch part should be at the 12 o'clock position. The part that catches on to the fixed point, I wouldn't say the fixed point, should be on the 12 o'clock position, whereas the receiving end should be at the 12 o'clock position. So just a few quick words. Still looks a bit exposed, am I right? It looks a bit exposed from the top. It doesn't look that bad, but from the side you can see like there's too much leeway, and so that's that for the oyster style bracelet. Alright, so lastly we have it on a 5-link style bracelet. I think overall I prefer the one with the oyster style bracelet instead of the leather straps or the 5-link style bracelet. Again, you can see some some exposure of the end link, but otherwise from far it's not something that catches your eye. To reiterate an earlier point, the part that catches goes to the 12 o'clock position. The part that gets hooked on goes to the 6 o'clock position. Alright, so I will be searching for more options for the Timex, and in the meanwhile maybe I'll figure out what to do with all the surplus straps. I apologize for the shaky cam, but it is what it is. I will see you in the next video. Cheers.